Yo, what is up, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys via playoff edition NBA main slate video, and Shorter Skywalker here from the DFS Club, also coming to you with the NBA main slate video. Shorter says, "Yo, what's happening? Are y'all ready for some playoffs or what?" So my Warriors went out there and you know what, the dog. So I got no dog in the fight. I say go Wizards. Let's go Washington, right, Schroeder? Let's go Washington. Let's go. I don't know. I just like Westbrook. So if your team made it, congratulations. If your team didn't make it like mine, don't you dare be sour because next season is a new season and it's all good, right, Schroeder? You see the excitement on his face. Um, so yeah, guys, welcome. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. I do NBA, MLB, NFL, sometimes NHL, UFC, all this content, guys. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how y'all are doing. So let's get into this, guys. So first off, I just had to highlight the DFS club. I haven't done a video in a couple of days. You know, I kind of don't like doing showdowns. I could have done some MLB videos, but you know what? Today is my wife. Actually, we kind of made a week of it. So my wife took this week off, but it's our 5-year wedding anniversary today. So happy anniversary to us. So I've kind of been focusing on that. I was like perfect timing with the showdowns, but now I'm back at it, guys. So let's go. DFSclub.com, guys. Look at this. Look at these prices now. If you thought we were the cheapest in the industry before, wait till you see this, guys. You got DFS Space. Shout out to my brother from Namada. Shout out to LT today, too, man. Thank you, LT, for filling in for the MLB podcast, brother. I appreciate you. You got myself, Skywalker DFS. You got Bronco in there. You got Kumquat. We got a whole community, guys. And you get every single sport. You get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports, EuroLeague basketball. Click join now. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS, and then look at these prices, guys. Again, we're giving it away. It's all good. Just in time for the NBA playoffs, just in time for MLB. Come play some MLB with us this summer, guys. Um, Space has WNBA on lock. So come check us out, guys. Again, everybody else charges 1 month. This price right here, the 149 a month for one, maybe two if you're lucky, if you beg them. Maybe they'll give you two. You get every single sport, guys. This is where it is, guys. DFSclub.com. All right, so let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, children of all ages. Actually, no. This probably isn't suitable for children. This show is not suitable for children and for people who get offended easily. Just it's this show's not for you. Just throwing it out there. You guys already know this is Draft Dashboard, guys. $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have the truth, guys. Draft Dashboard. You get NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL just in time for the NHL playoffs, too, guys. You get access to all my saved lineups, all my watch players, the lineup optimizer, the player trends, the sleepers and studs, the player trends. Who's trending up? Who's getting in the old prison pocket? Um, oh yeah, you guys like my new jacket I got, my new UFC fight night jacket. I mean, it's pretty dope. I like it. They just come in little small sizes, so if you're gonna order one, I would order a large, like a size larger than what you would normally wear. Thank God I'm in shape. If I would have been had my COVID weight on, there ain't no way in hell this jacket would have fit. But yeah, I do that too, guys. I go totally like ADD, like off topic every now and then. So if you're new, that's just what you get with the Skywalker show. All right, so let's get into this. So it is the playoffs, guys. So really, no like value like we have in the regular season. Those this is what separates the men from the boys. All right. Um, Let me bring up the full screen here. Let's do this so you guys can get a better peek. All right, so let's go position by position. Let's go to point guard. So we got the studs. All the studs are going to be in. This is the playoffs. You got Luka at 10-5. I mean, I don't mind it. He won't be a priority for me. But if you're playing more than, I'd say, 3 lineups, then yeah, I get some exposures for some GBPs because he'll probably be one of the lowest owned studs of the slate. But if you're like me and you play 2 to 3 lines, probably not for you. I'd probably rather go elsewhere, but he is in play, guys. There is a possibility, I think, that the Clippers could blow their asses out, too. There is that. James Harden 10-3, so you got everybody healthy. Out of all these Brooklyn studs, I like Harden, I like KD. KD's the cheapest, so give me more KD, but we know what Harden's upside is, so he's definitely in play. He'll probably be low owned, too. Damian Lillard, 9.4K. Another one will be low owned. I think the chalk stud will be probably Jokic today. Jokic, probably Tatum, probably the bigs. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And remember, guys, this slate starts 11 a.m. West Coast time. So we're talking like 4 hours early. So that's good for me. So I can watch the fights tomorrow. But yeah, Dame's in play against Denver. This should be an exciting series, actually. Portland and Denver. Hopefully they can Dame just shows off when it's clutch time, when it's playoff time. So I really don't mind the Dame play here at 9.4. CJ McCollum's 5 at 7.9. He's another one that likes to show out in the postseason. Didn't have a very good regular season this year, but again, this is the playoffs. So we kind of too want to see what kind of rotations these teams are going to run. So, but CJ is going to start. Dame's going to start. But we'll get to other players that you'll see what I'm talking about when I say we got to see what the rotations are like. So yeah, CJ's in play at 7.9. Kemba Walker again. Jaylen Brown's out for the season, so Kemba Walker I love at 7.5K. I absolutely love this play. It's a great matchup against Brooklyn. They're actually pretty tough defensively against guards, but Kemba's another one of these players, man. He shows up. I mean, he's just so happy in the playoffs after playing with Charlotte all those years and not making it. So he has 50-point upside, guys. We want to pick players that have the same 50-point upside as one of these studs up here. If you can find that player, it's what Space and I always talk about in the members only podcast. If you can find that player, that mid-range player, that's the key to winning in these things, guys. That's the key. All right. I'm already giving too much away. All right. Stop me now, Schroeder. Stop me. But yeah, guys, Kemba Walker at 7.5 is a great starting point. Kendrick Nunn, too, at 4.8, I think is kind of cheap for Miami. For Miami, I like him. I like Butler. I love Butler today, guys. I love Jimmy Buckets. I think he's too cheap, but we'll get to him in a minute. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but Kendrick Nunn, it'll probably be Nunn. Dragic will probably come off the bench, and then Duncan Robinson. So I think 4.8 for Nunn is kind of cheap, guys, for someone that'll probably play 30-plus minutes. So definitely worth a look. Probably low owned, too. And how about Patrick Beverley at 3.3? You want to talk about turns it up in the playoffs? I know because I watched him play my Warriors all those years. He gets in people's faces. He gets under their skin. He gets all that defensive stuff, man. Those turnovers, those blocks, those steals. So I think this Patrick Beverley you'll see in the playoffs is going to be way different than the one you saw in the regular season. So I don't mind Patrick Beverley here at only 3.3K, guys. $400 more on Fanduel on a slate where there's pretty much no giveaways, no good value. So let's go to shooting guard. Okay, so these other Milwaukee guys like Middleton, these guys, Drew Holiday, not with the honest in. No thanks. Not at these prices. You can do better, guys. You can do way better. Let's see here. Duncan Robinson, 4.6. I don't mind it because he's gonna start. And all this man does is shoot the ball. That's all he freaking does. If they can keep this game close, he'll stay in for 30-plus minutes. And if his 3 points are dropping, I don't mind it at 4.6K, guys. Don't mind it. He's got 30-point upside, sometimes 40. So if you have him at low ownership, which he will be very low owned, you'll be looking at some money. Josh Richardson, too, 4.3K. Again, on a 4-game slate, it's a playoff slate. He's going to start. He'll probably get about, if the game stays close, realistically, probably about 25 to 30. If it doesn't stay close, then he'll probably get his 20. But not really high on this play, but it's there. He does have 2 30s in his last 3 against the Clippers. So if it stays close, I love this play. It'll be one of these plays that you'll be thinking about, like, damn it, Skywalker talked about Josh Richardson and I didn't play him. Or you'll be like, Skywalker talked about him and he didn't do shit. All right, and next up we got the Clipper studs. So these guys are way too cheap. Paul George is only 7.8K. Let that sink in. These are the guys I'm talking about. Paul George has the same upside as any other stud on this slate. So does Kawhi. And Kawhi is priced very similarly, which we'll get there. Very similar. There we go. Now I can speak English. So yeah, I would prioritize these, one or two of these Clippers studs, man. If you can get both of them in, we'll get into lineup construction at the end of the video. But yeah, guys, I would definitely look here. I'm not going to pay 6K for Tyler Hero. So let's move right along. Let's go to small forward. So yeah, my favorite play, I'm gonna skip all these people for now. Jimmy Butler, so 8.4K. Give this man the ball. He's gonna get 50, 60, 70 fantasy points tomorrow. And he's only 8.4. I'm not gonna pay 10K or 11K for Giannis or those guys. My strategy is gonna be to get some of these 8K, 7.9K players and see if they can't turn up the same upside as these 10, 11K players. Jimmy Butler can get you there. So get him in there, guys, at 8.4K. Bruce Brown for 4.3K for value, man. He's been balling out. Now I know it's been against lesser competition because a lot of the studs have been sitting all week, but I'm just curious to see. So when I said earlier in the video about rotations, I want to see how many minutes Bruce Brown gets here. So I might pump the brakes, but if he gets 25 to 30 minutes and gets actually pretty good production, you guys already know. But if you play him this late at 4.3K before they jack him up, you'll already have the edge on everybody else. So there's just so many ways to go here, guys. This is when it's time. Like this, when I say this difference between the men and the boys, it's because there's no cheapsy outsies. You don't get these value guys. All right. So again, Kawhi Leonard's only 8K, guys. Kawhi Leonard in the postseason, same upside as everybody else on this slate. Everybody. You can start here at 8K. So you guys see where I'm going with this. What I'm trying to say about the best bang for your buck. Kawhi Leonard, 50, 60 point upside, going up against Dallas. He's only 8K, $900 more on Fanduel. Get him in there, guys. That way you can go with a nice balanced lineup and not just try and cram like some worthless like value guys in. So let's go to power forward and feel the power. You guys feel it yet? I can feel the power. All right, guys. Giannis, 10-7. He's in play. It's Giannis. I'm not going to waste your time. Tatum at 10-1. If you want to do it, I mean, the matchup's great. Jaylen Brown's out. I kind of like it. It's kind of, but if he's chalky, I would have no problem fading it. No problem. Because people will probably automatically, I mean, Giannis is only 600 more. They'll probably just try and get Giannis. So he might be lower owned. It's Jason Tatum, though. It scares the hell out of me. But, I mean, he earned it. He earned the price tag. So you can't take that away from him. He's in play. I'd be lying if you said he wasn't. And like I said before, Kevin Durant at 9.7K, the cheapest out of the big three. He's definitely in play. $700 more on FanDuel. You know his upside. But that, like I said, that might not be the way I go this slate, man. I'm gonna really get the best bang for my buck, sit up all night tonight, dissect this slate, and get ready for the members only podcast tomorrow and really hammer this fucking slate. Like I'm not gonna pay 8-1 for Porzingis when I can get Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. Does that make sense? Like you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. So let's go to center. All right, so Jokic probably be very popular today, and rightfully so. He's 10-6. Giannis always comes in lower owned than Jokic, always. Going up against Portland, going up against Nurkic, don't mind it. He's going to do his thing, guys. You remember last year in the playoffs, he was unstoppable. So give me some Jokic at 10-6. Yusuf Nurkic at 7-2 is fine, but not a priority for me. Same with Bam's okay at 8-3, but again, are you going to play Bam or are you going to play Kawhi? Are you going to play Paul George? Or are you going to try to get to Jimmy Buckets? Right? Priorities, guys, priorities. Tristan Thompson, 5K. I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. It seems like they're running him more than Robert Williams, who's questionable, but I'm pretty sure he's going to play. You can pick, either him or Robert Williams, I think, are fine. Where's Robert at? He's down here at 4.9. They're the same price. They'll probably split the minutes. So pick one. I think Tristan Thompson, though, has the more upside. But we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? Next up, I don't mind Serge Ibaka at 4.5K. Comes off the bench. That's what he does. For 4.5K, he can easily get you a 30 burger. Easily. He's coming back from injury. You got 30 and 26. And only 18, 17. This is what Serge Ibaka does, man. He's a points per minute monster. So you're looking for some value. Here you go. Serge Ibaka, 4.5. Same with Brook Lopez is fine at 4.5. Brook Lopez, if he gets you 30, you're smiling like the cat that ate the canary. 30 at 4.5 would be outstanding. Even close to it, like 27, 28. It'd be fine, guys. 4.5K. Just safe value plays here. Baca, Lopez. Um, and look out, if Boogie Cousins actually rears his head, he's only 3-2. And if you get Boogie Cousins like 20 minutes, he'll crush this 3-2 price tag. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Honestly, I wouldn't against Dallas because Biggs crush against Dallas. That's just how it goes. He got a 60 last time he faced him. So don't be too surprised. But if it's announced too early in the slate that he's going to start, like he'll be 90% owned at this price. 90, but that's the chalk you're going to have to eat, guys. So just throwing it out there. Boogie Cousins, he might come off the bench too, but if you're playing multiple lineups, you might want to throw him in a couple. All right. Could be sneaky. Zubats, 4-6. No, can't really go. I'd rather just try to get to Ibaka and then hope to God like Boogie like does something. But Ibaka's gonna play, right? He's gonna play. But at 4-6, priorities, guys. All right, so that's it for my picks. But let's go to the lineup optimizer here. Let's see if we can't throw together for DraftKings and Fanduel. So if I want to go more, let's see. This one looks okay. It's got Kawhi here, but you guys already said who I want to play, right? Jimmy Buckets at 8-4. So we can't fit everybody. As much as I want to fit everybody, we can't. And then I forgot about Compazzo. Compazzo's in play, guys. Absolutely 100% in play at 5-2. And then let's see. I wanted to get. Let's put him at guard here. I wanted to get to Pat Bev because I think he's way too cheap, guys. There we go. Way too cheap. That's the only guy I see in the 3K range that's worth a damn on this slate. Serge Ibaka, I don't mind at center. Brook Lopez, I don't mind at center. Kawhi, if we can fit Kawhi and Jimmy Buckets in here, I don't mind that. And Jason Tatum, but we don't have to, right? We can go. You still got room for Giannis. You guys see what I'm saying here? Nice balance. We don't have to keep Josh Richardson for God's sakes, but maybe you want to go Paul George, right? And then you get rid of Giannis here. And then you can go to Michael Porter Jr. You can go to any one of these guys that you might like that, I just didn't cover in the video. Like even Paul Millsap might go off tomorrow. You never know off the bench. DFS could go off tomorrow at 4-9. But I mean, if you go KD, we got to save 1,400 somewhere, and then you're just kind of fumbling around here, right? So you can go Fournier, Marcus Smart, Hero, Duncan Robinson. You can go with one of these value guys. So you can pay down at guard and go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. I actually don't mind leaving money on the table on this slate too. Give me a minute here. So, but I don't need that. So, see what I'm saying, guys? This is what separates the men from the boys. All right. Let's see who we're gonna go with. You're kind of forced to kind of pay up at power forward, which is kind of bullshit. But this ain't the flea market, ladies and gentlemen. You can't sit here and negotiate. Damn it. Yeah, you do, don't you? All right, so give me the cheapest one. I'll keep KD in there. Well, I mean, we still got 2K to play with, but let's try this one. Because we got 3 studs in here. Let's face it. I was able to get 3 studs in here. It doesn't look too bad. Compazzo, Robinson, right? These guys, if they burn us, this line's dead. It's dead. Let's face it. Jimmy Buckets, Durant, Ibaka, Beverly, Kawhi, Lopez. This is the very definition of a GPP line here, guys. You're going to take a lot of chances with this line. Let's go to FanDuel, but that's what I'm looking for. You got to get different, guys. You got to do it. So on FanDuel, whole different story. I have a feeling Jokic's going to be uber chalk. So you're either paying up for Jokic or you're going to go like the route with like Bam at 7-9 or Nurkic, which, is fine. But let's go Jokic. Guard, we can pay down if we want to, but that's what I wanted to get in that DraftKings lineup was Kemba. 7-8, though. You see what I mean? Like, he's the same price as like Paul George and Pat Bev for some value here. What's Paul George on FanDuel? 8-4. See, they priced him up over here. So let's see. What's up, Schroeder? He's scratching me in the face. Scratching me in the face. He says, pay attention to me. Bruce Brown is fine, but we don't need CJ, do we? I don't think so. Heroes 5-4 here. I don't mind that. I just hate the DraftKings price at 6K. Yikes. We don't need to get KD and Kawhi in here, and we definitely don't need Belicia in here. My goodness. But you're going to have to pay up, guys. Now, let's say Blake Griffin gets a start. He's in play. Porzingis, Tatum. Let's try and get Tatum in here. What's Giannis? 10-9. So let's get rid of. I gotta have Jimmy Bucket. So let's get rid of. This is gonna be a tough one, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up at night. All right. All right. So we won't get to him. I mean, if you have to go Porzingis on FanDuel at 6-9, that's a lot better than 8K. I can deal with 6-9. 8K on DraftKings is a little much. So this one is fine. There's a little wiggle room here, but Kemba Walker, Beverly, Brown, Hero, Butler, Robinson, Serge, Ibaka, Porzingis, Jokic. And again, if you don't want to pay up for Jokic, you don't have to. There goes the TV. Oh, well. YouTube kicks on when I hit the pause button. There we go. I don't want to get copyrighted, so let's there we go. So let's say you want to do a Nurkic line. So now you got a lot more wiggle room. Or if you go to Bam, a lot more wiggle room. See up here, you got all this sour left over. So it's up to you guys. If you pay for Jokic at center, though, it's going to be kind of rough if you want to build a nice balanced lineup. So that's going to do it, guys. Quick 20-minute video for a 4-game slate. Again, guys, come check us out. DFSclub.com. DFSclub.com. Come join the family, guys, especially just in time for MLB. I cashed again today on DraftKings and FanDuel. I dropped the lineups early, too. So MLB's been easy money. 15-game slate today, too. Holy shit. And it was very high scoring. But if you didn't win, don't you dare be sour. Come join us at the DFS Club. Draft dashboards, $1 for 30 days. All right, so Schroeder and I are going to say a prayer for everybody. Here he is. All right, you ready? God bless you. God bless your families. God bless the pets, right? The pets? All right. All right, you heard him. He says, let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell icon. Leave us a comment down below. Schroeder and I would love to hear from you guys. And we'll see you guys at the top.